Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael. Thank you so much for being here. This week, your key to the week is the World card. It's actually the universe in this deck. It's a really beautiful deck if you ever look at the artwork. But what I will say to you is, this week, are you ready to be seen? It looks like you are, and this aversion that maybe you have to people seeing you or being up front or knowing your name or whatever, this week it's like you're conquering some fear that you have around being seen, around being out in the public eye in some way, shape or form. Now this isn't to say that you're all suddenly going to start, putting your face out there and all the rest of it. It just suggests that it's like you're stepping out of an old phase of self where you wanted to be more behind the scenes, and it's like you're ready to start seeing the world and having them see a lot more of who you are at the same time, which is really exciting. The other thing with the World card, this is a complete, so this card in a lot of ways, if you haven't seen the video that me and Heather put out, check it out. That one will be coming up very soon actually. What this really suggests to me is it's like you're having a full circle moment. Something is closing. This is like, one chapter is ending and another one is beginning, but it's like, this is point two. This is the next level, the next plateau that is opening up before you. So I would say this could be a really great week, especially for understanding where it is that maybe you've had reservations or aversions to people seeing, all of who you are. With that said, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your actions and options, you've got the High Priestess. Okay, so look at this, right? This is not only you having a deep realization, but your own intuitive faculties and leanings towards what is and isn't for you this week, I think, are going to speak volumes. Remember, your actions and options is about what you do, what you initiate out in the world, the universe. But this card also literally represents the sign of Cancer. So yes, it's interchangeable with Cancer and the Moon, right? And the way that I typify this in my tarot course, if you've taken it, for those of you that are wondering, because I always get so many emails and stuff about when's the next tarot course, it will be in 2023. So stay tuned and keep your eyes and ears peeled. But the High Priestess, so if you took the Chariot card, is like the hard exoskeleton of Cancerian energy, whereas the High Priestess is the warm, intuitive, internal, psychic energy of the Cancerian. All right, so they're two very similar things but very different. And yes, you've got the Moon card in tarot, but the Moon card is ruled by Pisces, as you will have known if you watched the Moon card video with myself and Heather from Astrology with Heather. Whereas the High Priestess is the Moon, in terms of she is the taroic version of Luna. All right, so this week you are in your element, but more importantly, this with the World card, this is where you're saying to yourself, this I know to be for me, this I know not to be for me. So there is a moment of real clarity and honesty with self here that bubbles up from the depths of the subconscious. For your communications and conversations, you have the Two of Cups. This is beautiful. Now, I will say to you, right, so it looks like there is a secret partnership, friendship, connection, collaboration, or even clandestine relationship for a select few of you. And the reason I say this is because the Two of Cups is a partnership and relationship card. You've got this here with the High Priestess, and so this is like whatever partnership, connection, collaboration or relationship is going on, it's happening very much behind the scenes. However, you yourself are very much ready. It's like you're ready to start emerging, but in a really different way. So I'm intrigued by this. I absolutely am. When it comes to your what's the word that I'm looking for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, it's like this week you understand, or you have that moment of realization, yeah, in order to see this through, I'm going to have to rope other people in. So this is a week where you are collaborating, where you're reaching out to other people, or potentially you're asking for help from the people that you are tied to. For those of you that are employed by somebody else. I really like this because it suggests that it's like work isn't sort of top down anymore. It's an understanding that actually, you know what, this is a partnership, this is a collaboration, this is a connection. And so for that to work, you know, everybody has to give their equal share. There is something here where maybe for a select few of you, you are elevating or you are being the example for another person or for others, but it's still in that very sort of team playing mentality. That's the word that I was looking for. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, what is really evident for me here is it's like this week, again, there's a decision that you're making this week about something that you are either in or you're not in. And it's like, yes, this is for me. No, this isn't for me. But this week you're being really honest about it. And, you know, with this combination here, it's almost like, I am going to say you can't split your focus. It's like you're either going to have to be in one camp or another. You're not going to be able to do both. You can try, absolutely. And, you know, that is totally your right. I kind of feel like what's going to happen is eventually you'll be pulled in two different directions. And when that happens, it's likely that something is going to fall apart. So I would just be really mindful of the way that you continue this week. When it comes to your, those of you that are retired and no longer working, for a select few of you, again, it looks like there are a lot of talks or conversations around partnerships, relationships, around intimate connections with other people. But what really feels evident to me here is that for some of you, this really is about a relationship that you're not ready for the world to see yet. You know, and there's many reasons that could be. It's not always because you're having an affair. Sometimes it's literally just because you don't want anybody to know until you figure out what you're going to be. One of the ways that this could be is like, let's say it's a really good friend, right? And so it's like, okay, you know what, let's not announce this, not because we're ashamed, but that way if it does not work out, we don't have to deal with all of the stuff that comes with it. It could also be that you are, you know, maybe there's an age gap. Maybe you've dated this person before in your past or in your history. I gotta say, if that is the case and you're about to date somebody that you've dated before, this time it'll go off without a hitch, right? It's like, yes, it will take a while to get to, you know, full strength and for everybody to be truly supportive, but this time it goes all the way. And I say this, you know, excuse the potty mouth, but it's because both of you have got your shit together this time. That's the only way that I can put it, because that's how it feels. It's like whatever you fixed internally on your own separately has made way for this relationship to this time actually work out, because you've both sorted out whatever your stuff or your crap might have been. For those of you that are, for those of you that are single, so look, you've got the Queen of Swords here with the High Priestess. So for those of you that are single, in fact, I'm speaking specifically here for those of you that are in secret relationships. You got some splaining to do. Somebody is going to peep you. Somebody is going to find this out. And this person, you know, and quite frankly, unless, like I say, this is a cheating situation, in which case, you know, we get what we, you know, what we reap is what we reap is what we sow, right? That's as much as I will say that. No judgment, but listen, right? But what I am going to say is, unless it directly affects somebody else, let them be mad. Let them kind of rant and rave and scream and shout. It's none of their freaking business anyway. So, you know what? Like, it's just, I kind of feel like someone's going to give you a hard time for it. This isn't necessarily a hard time in the relationship. It's like someone external is like, oh, well, why haven't you told anybody? Or, you know, why have you been hiding this? Or it's like, well, because I want to. And second, it's none of your business. For those of you that are single and looking, really, I kind of feel like for all of you, whether you're single or partnered, and especially if you're going back to a relationship, you're hashing things out this week. It's like you're having those hard conversations that clear the air for things to just be great, all right? For your money and materials, you have the Ace of Swords. So there is a new contract of some kind, new contracts to be signed, new potentially new ways of making money, especially when it comes to the career, especially when it comes to partnerships, connections and collaborations, which is great. I like this. I mean, I like the Ace of Swords anyway, because it's very clear cut. It's like you're either in or you're out. There's no in between, right? When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this usually says that the mind is very busy and so the body feels it. You know, when your mind is tired, your body will be tired. When it comes to your physical, your home and your environment, for a select few of you, this could either be potentially a new home, or it could be that you're welcoming someone new into the home. So there's a few ways that this could play out, and I am intrigued. You'll have to let me know in the comments. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know. Take care, and I'll see you soon.